number 3, I want to say the comfortability of this bike and the ergonomics of this bike. To give you guys perspective, I am 5'9", and on a very good day I believe I'm like 5'8 and a half, 5'8 and 3/4. As you can see, I am fully touching the floor, like both feet are touching the floor without a problem. I'm actually kind of bending my knees, so if I stand up straight I can actually hover over the bike. So I sit very well on the bike. My body positioning and this bike for me overall I think is fairly good. However, where I think this bike lacks for me is the rear sets. So when I put my legs up and I put my back and my butt all the way back and I'm gripping the handlebars, it's a little uncomfortable on my back. But where I think the complaint is the most, because obviously this is a sport bike and I understand that, you know, sport bikes are not going to be inherently the most comfortable. I know that there's sport bikes that are even more uncomfortable, and, you know, super sports and all these other bikes. So relatively speaking, of course, this bike is comfortable, but my knee, I don't know where they're supposed to be inherently, and this may just be my lack of knowledge, but you may not be able to see, but I have tank grips on the side and the front of this bike, and my leg sits so far down it doesn't even touch the tank grips. It doesn't even touch the tank. In order for me to touch the tank, I need to struggle and try my hardest to lift my leg all the way up. And when I do that, quite literally, my foot, I'm only the tippity top of my shoe is touching the foot peg right now. And to me, you want to put, obviously you want to move your foot a little bit, but like this is insane. Like I have to literally put my leg all the way up. So for me, I think in order for this bike to be more comfortable and for me to be able to use the tank grips and actually use the bike in a better way to actually lean over, I need a rear set that lifts my legs up. Again, this is going to be different for every single body because the triple tree and the triangle of the rear sets, where your butt is and where you get the handlebars, are different for everyone because it involves arm length, you know, leg height and overall height to be in consideration. But to me, I guess they tried to go for an overall approach for everyone, but to me this is not comfortable. And on top of that, when you scoot all the way back and you're leaned over on long rides, this is not a comfortable ride. And furthermore, the seat that they used on this, I maybe haven't ridden for 5-10 minutes now and my butt's already starting to get numb. So they could have probably used some softer foam on this, but I mean, those are just kind of nitpicking a couple things. But again, I think the rear sets for this bike could have been done a lot higher.